Hi, Adriana. First of all, thank you for hosting us here today.
Thank you.
So you recently started working with General Dynamic Solutions, precision feeding solutions, and especially the DTM software. My first question is about your new way of working. How has your way of working changed since you made this decision?
Well, the way we work has changed radically in the sense that we have abandoned paper and relied completely on your program, which has greatly simplified operations. We now have much more precise management, and above all, something that has been a big advantage for me. I have been able to delegate many tasks to our operator.
By the way, you've already started using the new version of our application that we launched just this year. So I wanted to ask you what changes you've noticed and what improvements
are the main ones between the old and the new version. Well, the version is much nicer, much simpler, with a much richer dashboard where you can see very interesting reports. It's simple and intuitive and also colorful. And in practice, in your day-to-day use, what are the new features of the software that you found most useful or interesting? Definitely the notifications that alert you when the warehouse stock reaches the minimum level. This is very useful because it allows us to place orders promptly. The new reports on NIR are very interesting because they allow us to monitor the dry matter content of the silage. Another very useful feature is that all the cows' daily production data is imported. And so we are able to automatically monitor feed efficiency and the amount of milk we produce each day.
As for the team of people who work with you, I wanted to ask how they responded to the change, whether they also found it useful, how teamwork has been, and how it has changed with the introduction of this new feature.
They welcomed it very well because there are 3 of us using the program, and I would say that I supervised. In managing the program, while Dr. Sebastiano Fassina is the one who acts by analyzing the reports, looking at the various data, and interfacing with the operator of the feed mixer, so they are already able to independently make adjustments and apply changes based on daily variations that may occur. And so I am very happy about this because the team they are very engaged, becoming more skilled, and we are starting to have a relationship on equal footing where they feel very encouraged to ask questions and propose solutions in order to always, as we say, stay on top of things. In other words, to remain competitive.
But let's talk for a moment about your company's performance, which after all is the most important thing. Tell us a bit. Have you seen improvements or changes, and if so, in what direction and in what way?
Certainly having a consistently mixed feed every day of the year creates great well-being for the animals. Not having fluctuations in quality is definitely a factor that affects milk quality, feed intake, and therefore also milk production.
Today, there's more and more talk about data, the importance of data, and monitoring data. We too, in general, with the new software, have tried to move in this direction by providing new possibilities for integration with other platforms to have a greater volume of data within the DTM software. From this point of view, have you noticed any benefits? Have you seen any improvements in its application?
Certainly, the fact that more programs can communicate and interface with each other by exchanging data is fundamental. So not having to manually transfer information from one program to another anymore, but having the programs communicate with each other allows us to generate many more reports and to be more precise.
Perfect, Adriana. So thank you very much for sharing your experience with us. And if you'd like to say a few final words or give some advice to the farmers who are listening, the floor is yours.
Well, one piece of advice is definitely to invest in technology. Investing in technology means investing in your own time and in your own training. Keeping up with technology means having the opportunity to grow, both professionally and especially in communication with the people who develop the software while we provide the practical side. Having this exchange of opinions allows us to create an ever better future. So I believe that all farmers today should rely on the help of technology, but above all, trust in personal relationships.